Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night.
First opened in 2017. There's a look at the... The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who'll be calling the plays under center.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And the offense on the field for the first time today, and they were high-powered a week ago.
And they're beginning to believe that they've established a groove. They expect those type of performances each and every week. Running it, throwing it, they're precise.
Second and 6. And this is going to be incomplete. The starters defensively now for the Falcons. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They'll set up to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Not the best of starts here. We know they're on a 2-game skid. 3 and out. That's not what they had drawn up.
Not even close. And now what you're asking your defense to do is pick you up. And they've had to do that, I'm sure, during this losing streak. Hopefully you've got one of those confident defenses that says, we'll take care of that. Hopefully you'll get back on track soon.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Randall, and not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Operating from the gun. Roberts. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run on first down with Cannon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. Roberts, complete to Jones. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
But that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good, 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The numbers for Johnson in last week's game: 17 carries, 57 yards.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taken in at the 22. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it. It's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. And I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 3rd down, here's Cannon. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down the middle. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Get ready.
Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do?
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
Watch the run. Alert flare. Let's go.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Here's Roberts. From the gun, he'll throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Back to throw. Roberts. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Jones, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. This incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll run with Cannon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Roberts now operating from the gun. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Down. 18 Gator. Check 56. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Watch twist. Watch twist. Get it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. Now Johnson, and an alley to run. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Chargers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Peters. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On is the Chargers punter now. He's been terrific so far. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Now Roberts off the bootleg. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The Chargers getting set to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. On 2nd down, Johnson. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. And great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A 24-yard touchdown, and the Chargers have taken the lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Now the try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Roberts throwing again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Cannon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
To throw is Roberts. Throwing on 1st down. He completes it to Jones. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 22. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now this one complete on the slant route. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. look to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security #1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Roberts. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. Here's Roberts. From the gun, he'll throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a draw play. This is Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on 2nd down. Roberts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Back to throw. Roberts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Roberts. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. They run the counter. Cannon. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Roberts now on 3rd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. So they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Looking to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a sixth time tonight. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. On the carry, it's Cannon. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Randall. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now Roberts to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Roberts, off play action. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Over the middle, it's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. To throw is Roberts from the gun on third down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw. Roberts. And this one's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Jones has it. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up a throw. Johnson's got it complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They're running it. Check.
Here's Roberts operating from the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Hey, you got 3.
To throw again, Roberts. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On first down, it's Cannon. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down. Out of the gun now on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Give him 32 on the play. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Roberts. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Roberts now. Going to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Now Roberts on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back to throw. Roberts got his man complete over the middle. That's Gregory. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
15 yards, first down Atlanta. They'll run on first down. Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down, it's Cannon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Roberts off the play fake. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be second and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal. On third down, Cannon. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth. Such a long drive here, 3 points. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he's not even going to get past the line of scrimmage. Brought down right at the 4. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain that time, and it leaves him with third and 11 coming up. The Chargers on third down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is third and 11. This is McAllister. Gets past one man. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence. Because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence that they just get their assignments down, they get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Looking to throw. Roberts. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. To throw is Roberts. Off play action. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
You got three down.
Here's Roberts to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. This is third and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And his kick is good. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He's back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
Ready?
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.